one. Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking a budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard every Monday at noon on TLBTV. That's the Liberty Beacon TV network. You can also catch our show on Facebook at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. Also on TLBTV on the Facebook page. That's the Liberty Beacon TV network. You can also download and listen on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and also watch the interview on YouTube as well. And take the Mike Wagner Show with you wherever you go on any mobile device. We're here on the road, and back once again is Lester Greene. He is an actor, writer, rapper, producer, and also an author of a very hot book on Amazon. And he's got a show that will be coming out on the same network very soon here. And, of course, he's driving around town right now. He's been doing it all day. He did it for a living as a bus driver, also a mailman. He also worked in a number of professions and one time played basketball and born outside the country. And he's driving around, lifting everybody up and talking about his great projects. So before we do that, I'd like to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, live driving around town and acting like himself, Lester Greene. Lester, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, what's up, Mike? Thanks for having me. It's great to be back again.
Yes, that's right. And it's also on video, too, where it's like, many of us radio people have a radio face for it. So it's great to be on video and actually get the chat. I'm looking forward to it. This has been fantastic. And, of course, last we talked, you were working on some projects and working on a book, and it's currently out right now. You've been an actor, writer, rapper, producer, author, musician, and you were born in Germany, raised in Texas. You worked in New York City, and now you're in beautiful downtown Atlanta. You've worked construction, you packed bags, you drove a bus, you're a mailman, and you're driving out and about and everything else. And one time you want to play basketball. But first, before we get into some of your projects and everything, tell us how you got started in show business.
So I used to be a rapper, and I was making music, producing my own stuff. And then a friend of mine suggested that I give acting a chance. He thought I had a very strong voice. So I started auditioning for background work, and I would start doing background work. And then slowly but surely, I started booking short films and student films. And then that sort of evolved into feature films, television shows, and commercials. So I guess my friend was the one who planted the bug, and then I never stopped acting since.
Sounds like that's the one moment that influenced you in the show business was that friend that planted the bug, and I'm sure it wasn't Spider-Man, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, his name was Henry, his name is Henry, and he's a big theater guy. He goes to a lot of plays, and so he has a good eye for just talent when it comes to acting. And so he thought that I would make a good actor, and I'm so glad that he encouraged me to do it because it's probably the best decision I ever made.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like you made a really good decision, too. And at one point, you were ready to play basketball in the NBA. You were considered a prospect. And but, of course, plans had changed. You can tell us about what would have happened if you were playing the NBA and, what's like playing basketball if you were to play in the NBA.
Yeah, when I was growing up, that's all I knew. I knew how to play basketball. I was great at football. I ran track. I was a great athlete. And so as I got older, I realized that basketball wasn't going to be in my future. Not that I wasn't good enough. It's just that everybody is so good, and it's so hard to actually break through in that industry. And so I started to think about what I was going to do for the future. So I went to school, went to Queens College, and I majored in English and journalism. So I've always had a gift for writing. And so then I just started writing, and that writing turned into acting. So I'm glad that I decided not to pursue basketball.
And of course, too, you've been in New York City as well, too. And before that, you were in Texas and you were born in Germany. You can just tell us about some of the background before how you ended up in New York City.
Yeah, so my father was in the military for 21 years, so we did a lot of traveling around. And so we went to Texas. I was born in Germany, of course. And so from Texas, we came to New York. And from New York, I went to Atlanta. So now I'm in Atlanta here trying to pursue my acting career. I work as a Lyft driver. I'm actually working right now while we're speaking.
Giving
And
people a
so,
lift, that's a good thing.
yeah, it's a good thing. The hours are flexible. You're your own boss. If you need to go to an audition, you can do that and go right back to Lyft and make an honest living. So I'm doing that right now. And hopefully I won't have to do Lyft for the next, I don't know, hopefully it won't be a permanent thing. Yeah.
And of course, you also work in construction. You packed bags and drove bus, and of course, being a mailman as well too. And of course, it just takes a lot of things as well too. And of course, what's the message you just want to give the people who just want to have that work ethic as well?
Yeah, just all those jobs that you listed are blue collar jobs. So I've always been a blue collar type of guy. I've always been the kind of guy who puts in the work. And so now I'm reaping the benefits of that. So I've always had that instilled in me, just always working hard, always pursuing what you want to do. And so as I grow older, as I get older, I just maintain that same mentality. I think a lot of people think that it's just so easy to be an actor or to do anything. It's not. It takes work. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have a good work ethic, then you can see some results.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that part of your book? Act like you love yourself. The whole
Yeah,
thing with
yeah,
work. Great. Okay.
yeah, yeah. The whole book, my book, Act Like You Love Yourself, is just a book about people who might be struggling with just self-confidence. I think it's so important that you approach life with a certain mentality, and
Mm-hmm.
you need to be confident. You need to carry that confidence with you wherever you go, whether it be in the boardroom, the audition room, or an interview. And so the book just deals with that, and it just deals with the whole idea that you need to love yourself at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I've put in so much work that I love what I've done and I love what I continue to do. So that shows in everything that I do. So that's just my way of trying to get people to just love themselves a little more.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing too. And how'd you get started with that book, by the way? What was the
Yeah.
inspiration
Well,
behind it and the genesis?
remember, I went to school for English and journalism. And so I've always had a gift with words. I've always been able to write well. And so as I got older, I just said to myself, I want to leave a legacy behind. I want people to remember me by doing something positive. And so I
Mm-hmm.
thought to myself, what could I do to leave an impression on people, leave a positive impression on people? And I said to myself, I'm a writer. Why not write a book? And
Mm-hmm.
so I just started writing. And every day it just started to accumulate. I just had pages and pages of writings. And then I had my friend Nathan James put everything together for me, and he showed me how to structure it, and the rest is history. So that goes to show you that you can do anything you put your mind to. Because I always thought to myself, I could never write a book. You
Mm-hmm.
read books all the time, but you never think that, oh, I can write that or I can write a book. And slowly but surely, I was able to write a book. I just followed the steps and I believed in the process.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing too. And how long has the book been on Amazon?
So it's been on Amazon for almost a year now. I'd say about 6 to 8 months now.
Nice.
And yeah, it's been out, and I'm very proud of it. It's something that I know that people will enjoy. Most people who have read it email me all the time and say, hey, Lester, thank you so much for writing the book. I really learned this or I learned that. And it makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put the book out because I want to be famous or I want to be rich. I put it out there because I want to help people.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm starting my own podcast. As you already know, you mentioned it earlier. It's called Out of Service. And the message behind that podcast show is that these people who are going to be featured on my show are doing things out of service. They're not doing it because they're expecting a reward. They're not doing it because they want something on the back end. They're just doing it out of the goodness of their own hearts.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it out of service. And so I want to highlight and celebrate those people. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the whole premise behind the show, Out of Service.
Oh, okay. What can we expect out of that show, Out of Service? Like,
you're just gonna. Well, my show, my podcast show, Out of Service, is just gonna highlight people who are doing great things in the community, specifically the Atlanta community, because that's where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times people think, oh, you have to be a celebrity to do something great or to be recognized. And my show is going to celebrate people who you might not recognize, but they're still doing great things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's important to show those people because it shows other people that they can do it too, that they can better the community by doing things just like these people I featured on my show.
That is amazing. Of course, we're looking forward to that. And what network can we see that on?
Oh, that's going to be on the TLBTV network, the same network that your show is on. So it's called the Liberty Beacon TV show network. And so I'm looking forward to featuring it there. Obviously, Rebecca Mahan is the host and the founder of the whole network. And hopefully it'll be coming out within a month or so. We'll see.
All right. We're looking forward to that. We'll get to more of that, a little more in your book and some of your early works and also some of your movies and other works. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard every Monday at noon on TLBTV. That's the Liberty Beacon TV network. You can also catch the Mike Wagner Show on Facebook at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. Also on TLB TV, The Mike Wagner Show on the Facebook page, as well as TLB TV on Facebook. You can also download and listen on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, watch the interview on YouTube as well and take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device, wherever you go and wherever you do. Just take us with you. We're here with actor and musician, rapper, producer, author, and also a driving force in Atlanta, actor Lester Greene, where he acts like you love yourself, and he's also been out of service. Well, not the out of service type, but does things out of service, out of love and everything. So we'll get a little more into that. But first, you had an earlier book too called Getting Your Act Together, which you also wrote your first book. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so my first book was called Getting Your Act Together, and the whole premise of that is, I don't know if you've ever been disciplined by your mother or your father, but usually they say something along the lines of, you better get your act together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said to myself, I think that's a great concept and a great title for the book because it has the word act in it, because I'm an actor, of course. And then it's about getting your act together. It's about getting prepared and being prepared for the moment. So I touched on some of my experiences with acting and just in life. And it's just my way of saying, listen, you need to get your act together, because if you don't, life is going to pass you by. So it's just a matter of getting people in that ready position.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like it too. It's a really good book. And tell me, is that currently on Amazon right now, or where else can we find that book?
Well, believe it or not, that book has been discontinued simply because I sold all the copies that we published. And so I discontinued it because obviously I want people to get the second book, which is Act Like You Love Yourself. And that's the book that I want people to focus on. Of course, the first book is good too, but it's just not available anymore. So I would just encourage them to get the second book because it's just as good, if not better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're looking forward to that as well too. You talked about getting to work with a number of actors and being influences. You worked with Alec Baldwin, you worked with 50 Cent, and you also worked with Rachel Ray and quite a few others. You can just tell us about some of the actors you've worked with and what's it like working with them.
Yeah, I just feel like when you work with those people, Alec Baldwin, 50 Cent, RZA, Rachel Ray. There's just a certain level of professionalism that comes with those people. And what I try to do is I try to learn from them by implementing the same things that they put forth into their projects. So whenever I'm producing my own projects, I try to be as professional as these high-end celebrities, because I think at the end of the day, people respect you more. So that's one thing that I got from working with those specific people.
That is amazing too. And you also appeared on CBS on quite a few shows. You appeared on Gotham, Power, 50 Central, Wu-Tang, and quite a few others. You can just tell us about some of the movies you've been in, some of the TV, and what are some of the you feel your favorites or the best ones that you feel that is the most accomplished that you appeared on. You can just tell us about that.
Yeah, sure. So I'm currently on this new show called The Luckiest Guys on the Lower East Side. That's on Amazon right now. I have a recurring role on that. Actually, it's a series regular role. So you'll see me in all 4 episodes. That is produced by Tony Amatullo. So it's called The Luckiest Guys on the Lower East Side. You can get that on Amazon. You can see me in all 4 episodes. And then I'm in another TV series called Wu-Tang, an American Saga. And that's based off of the old hip-hop rap group Wu-Tang. That's produced by RZA. So I have a recurring role in that. So that's fun. And then I'm in another show or another series called Cycles that will be shooting this month in South Carolina. So I'll be going out there to film that, of course. And I'm just working on this new project called Visitation Violators that I just got cast in out here in Atlanta. And that's being produced by Mike. And that show is supposed to be really good. I can't give everything away, but it's about fathers who have to deal with their kids' mothers, and it shows how the fathers have to almost fight for visitation rights. So it's a series show, and I'm one of the lead actors in it, and the producer Mike is in talks with Hulu and Netflix. So hopefully that gets picked up. We're going to be shooting sometime this month, I believe May 20th. So I'm really excited about that. That's the first job that I booked out here in Atlanta. I went in there and I auditioned for it. And a few days later, he called me up and said, Lester, I want to cast you in my project, blah, blah, blah. And I said, wow, it's awesome. So hopefully it gets picked up. I think it's a great concept. I love the idea. I think a lot of people can relate to it. And yeah, I'm just staying busy. I'm out here just trying to make things happen.
It sounds like you're making things happen. And what is the difference between being in New York City and trying to get auditions compared to being in Atlanta and getting auditions? So, what's the difference in that? Is it easier in Atlanta or just as difficult in New York, or is it more difficult? What's the degree of difficulty of getting auditions in Atlanta?
That's a great question, Mike. So in New York, everything is, not everything, but more of the auditions are in person. Whereas here in Atlanta, everything is self-tape. In other words, you have to send in a self-tape of yourself doing the audition, and then you email it over to the casting director. And so for me, I'm more used to going into the audition room and actually speaking to the casting director, meeting everybody in the room, as opposed to putting myself on tape and then sending it out. That's how they do it in Atlanta. You have to put yourself on tape and then send out the audition, because there's nothing like being in the room. People get a sense of your energy. You get a chance to shake hands and actually talk to the casting director. So it's not more difficult. I would say that it's not more difficult. I would say that it's just different here in Atlanta. So for me, I already have that hustler's mentality coming from New York. So I can do anything. If I can do stuff in New York and book jobs in New York, then I can surely book jobs here in Atlanta, because I feel like New York prepares you for every and anything.
Wow, that is amazing. And that's something to, look into. If people want to audition in New York or Atlanta or anywhere, that's just great advice. We'll get to some of your other work too, like with some of the ads you appeared in, some of the albums you've done, and quite a few others. Listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking a budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be seen on the TLBTV network. That's TLBTV.com, the Liberty Beacon TV network, every Monday at noon for the Mike Wagner Show. You can also catch the Mike Wagner Show on Facebook at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. Also, the Mike Wagner Show on Facebook as well, too, on TLBTV. Also, type in the Liberty Beacon for Facebook. You can get all the shows there. You can also download and listen on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and also watch the interview on YouTube as well. That's the Mike Wagner Show. Take us with you on any mobile device. We're here with actor Lester Greene, who likes to act like he loves himself, or that's the title of the book. We talked about that. You know, not only he's an author, actor, musician, rapper, producer, and everything else. And, you know, just a tremendous work ethic. And he's giving everybody a lift as we speak here. You know, he's a driving force. And, you know, just he just got done just putting on a bullhorn and say, buy my book, buy my book. So, so he's just a really driving guy, and just great to take a time out to do so. And you also appeared some ads as well, too, like for Jace Rogaine, and of course you had Amazon, Crown Royal, and more. You can just tell us a little about that. And what was your favorite commercial?
Yeah, so I would say I've done a lot of commercials. I've done probably over 50 or 60 commercials. Mm-hmm. And we shot all those in New York for the most part. But I'd say my favorite commercial would probably be the one I just booked last month. It's for MetLife. I actually got a chance to play a bus driver.
Oh, and nice.
So, yeah, it's for MetLife. It's actually out right now. If you go to my Facebook page, it's available. And so they had me in my element. They had me driving the bus. They had me walking on the bus. They had me walking on the street. They had me talking to people. And the MetLife commercial was about just celebrating people who are doing things for the community. A lot of times the bus driver doesn't get fully appreciated for what he does. And so the MetLife commercial was celebrating me as a bus driver. And so I had a lot of fun just playing myself, because I've been a bus driver. I know how to be that person. So it was nice to just show the other side of me.
That is amazing. I was going to ask you if Snoopy was in it, or was he helping you ride a bus? That's what I was wondering.
Oh, say it again? I missed that.
I was just going to ask you if Snoopy was involved in the commercial, because everybody associates Snoopy in the MetLife commercials, or like
Snoopy, right? No. But I like that. That was good, Mike. I like that. That's funny.
The reason why it came to mind, because every time the New York Giants play at MetLife, the announcers would say they're playing at the Snoopy Stadium. You know, that's what I think of it. So
right.
I was just going to throw that in there too, and just to see if they have, but I'm sure he would appreciate it too. So you also produced some rap albums as well. You got 4 on iTunes. You got Greenhouse Effect, Cocktails. You got No Bush, Straight Dicks in the Green Room. So you can just tell us about some of that, and are they still available on iTunes, and can they still be purchased?
Yeah, all my music, from Cocktails with Tory Fix to The Green Room, No Bush, Straight Dicks, The Greenhouse Effect, all those albums can be purchased on my website, which is www.lestergreene.com. So they can get my books there. They can even purchase some of my movies there. They can watch some of my commercials. They can watch my demo reel. They can look at pictures, whatever you want. My website provides. It's a one-stop shop. You just go to www.lestergreene.com, and you can get everything.
Now, a question about the rap albums. I wasn't sure if I got to it last time. What is the best-selling single you have of those albums? It's like, what single from any of those albums is like the hottest seller among iTunes that people bought from you?
Good question. I'd say my most popular song is Regular Person, and
Hmm.
that's on my No Bush Straight Dicks album, and it's on the Greenhouse Effect album. And that song is just about my being a regular person. I think at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and I just respect humanity. And I think that we all need to just respect one another. I think we need more of that in this world. I think there's a lot of hate going around, and we just need to love one another just a little more. And so the song is called Regular Person. And actually, that song is going to be part of the intro to my podcast show, Out of
Nice.
Service. Exactly. So it's all connected somehow.
Hmm. And everything connects too. It's just like the book, Act Like You Love Yourself. You talk about all the elements, how to succeed, love yourself, and making the business. You also tie it to Out of Service on TLBTV. And of course, just a few minutes here before we let you get back to lifting people up and being the driving
Yeah.
force in Atlanta. Who do you consider your biggest influence in your career?
My biggest influence would have to be, well, I have two. I'd say my mother and my partner. I think if I didn't have those two people in my life, I would totally be lost. And of course, my publicists and my agents and managers. But for the most part, my partner and my mother, those two people are probably my biggest fans.
Hmm. That is amazing. That's something you got to have as well. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Love yourself. Love yourself a little more. Even if you love yourself a little more. It goes a long way. Trust me.
Hmm. Yeah, that's right too. And of course, I just want to say a big thank you for taking time out of your schedule, and you can continue lifting people up and be a driving force. And once again, tell everybody what's your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, and where can they find your books and music and other things in your upcoming podcast.
Yeah, so just look out for me in the series, The Luckiest Guys in the Lower East Side. That's a Tony Amatulu project. That's on Amazon. And then you can catch me in Cycles. That's a faith-based series that's coming out soon. We're shooting that in South Carolina. And then the new show, Visitation Violators by Michael Mike. That's coming out too. So look out for that. And Wu-Tang and American Saga. That's going to be on Hulu pretty soon. It's a Hulu series, and I have a recurring role in that. And just look for me. My character's name is Clocker, and I think you'll love my character in that project. So, yeah, just working on a lot of new projects, and I appreciate all the support that you and just everybody gives me. You can follow me and purchase everything on my website, www.lestergreene with an E at the end.com, and you can just have fun with it.
And of course, the book Act Like You Love Yourself is on Amazon. And once again, the new program coming on TLB TV very soon. The name is
Out of Service.
Yes, that's right. And of course, let you get back to service as well, too. You provide a great service, Lester. Just want to say thank you very much for your time. It's great talking to you again. And do me a favor, just keep us up to date what's going on. And we look forward to having you on soon again. I look forward to speaking with you again.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Much success.
And you too as well. Mike Wagner here from TLB TV on the Mike Wagner Show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on TLB TV. Until then, take care.